These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read.
I got it. Check 24, check 24.
X3, 218, chop it. Get it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, foxtrot.
Looking to throw on second down. Reynolds out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Reynolds. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Running right, Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. To throw on second down, Reynolds. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Off the play fake. McMahon. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bears take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, McMahon. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing on third and long. McMahon going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. From the gun, McMahon. And he completes it to Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down, it's Henderson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your defensive backs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. On first and 10, Reynolds nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Oh, a strap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
57. Mike, 57. Come on.
Hey, Orbit. Come. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Reynolds gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
50, plant. Hey, zoom.
Back to throw. Reynolds. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Ready, set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 39.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it. It's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Looking to throw. Reynolds over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
They're running it. Shift.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Let's go.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Smoke. Get it.
To throw again, Reynolds. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's third and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First down, Bears.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. McMahon, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
We got this.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Looking to throw. McMahon, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5, really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf.
Check back.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun. McMahon. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Reynolds. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Man, I got you. Tight dog. Check safety.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now his shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 8, read.
Mike is 59. Dude.
Fire.
On 3rd and 2, McMahon. Throw left side complete. That's Peters. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Cross.
Look at me. Go.
Switch.
Snap.
Off the bootleg. McMahon sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
18 Gator. General West. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Reynolds under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Reynolds. That's complete. It's Collins. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one. On the final act of the 3rd quarter. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check X3. 218. Chopper. 3. Let's go.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
57 to Mike. 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reynolds. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. This is Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, Charlie. You got me ready. Ready?
To throw on second down. McMahon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yardage.
Okay.
On third down, McMahon. And this one complete to Burnett. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Check 3, check 3. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Puts this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, They managed the clock exactly right.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Below Nichols in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Jim.
It's Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Bears, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few.